In this video, we start with a remaining part of the oxidation of the alcohol from the chapter alcohol. Oxidation of the alcohol. In that oxidation of a primary alcohol when treated with a sodium dichromate and a sulfuric acid is first oxidized to aldehyde. Means what? Primary alcohol oxidation takes place with the help of this sodium dichromate and sulfuric acid. It will use aldehyde. The aldehyde still possesses hydrogen in it, so is readily oxidized. Again, oxidation takes place on same condition and it will give carboxylic acid. So both aldehyde and acid so formed contain the same number of the carbon atom as the parent alcohol. Thus the ethyl alcohol is oxidized to acetaldehyde and then acetic acid. So ethyl alcohol is here. On oxidation it first gives acetaldehyde and on further oxidation it will give acetic acid. Simple. Then similarly N-propyl alcohol when interact on oxidation with particular oxidizing agent, that is sulfuric acid and sodium dichromate, it will give propionaldehyde, and this propionaldehyde further oxidation will give propionic acid. So oxidation of primary alcohol with the sodium dichromate and sulfuric acid can be stopped at aldehyde stage. We can also stop the reaction at this stage only by removing the aldehyde as soon as it will produce in the mixture. So we avoid the further oxidation. So we remove this aldehyde before going to it converted into the propionic acid. Since the lower aldehyde from carbon 1 to 4 containing carbon 1 to 4 have much lower boiling point than the parent alcohol, so we can easily separate it by the distillation process by this reaction mixture. Then oxidation of alcohol in case of this primary oxidation, that is by using the other oxidizing agent, that is oxidation of a primary alcohol with the help of the potassium permanganate, which convert all the way up into this carboxylic acid. So alcohol is converted into carboxylic acid with the help of this potassium dichromate. Potassium permanganate. So oxidation in case of the secondary alcohol upon oxidation with sodium dichromate and sulfuric acid, it will give ketone and with the same number of the carbon atom than that of the original alcohol. Then in case of the oxidation of the secondary alcohol, ketone has a oxidizable hydrogen atom and ordinarily it has not expect under the further oxidation. So however, the vigorous condition if maintained for the further oxidation, the carbon skeleton of the ketone broken down. So this carbon skeleton of ketone is broken down, yield the carboxylic acid or the acetic, here is acetic acid, formic acid contain few number of the atom in original carbon. So thus the secondary alcohol upon vigorous oxidation, it will give ketone first of all, and afterward it will give the carboxylic acid compound mixture. Here is isopropyl converted into the acetone by the oxidation, and vigorous under further oxidation it will give acetic acid. Formic acid, here is the 2-pentanol is on oxidation converted into 2-pentanone, and again further oxidation in a vigorous condition it will give acetic acid and propionic acid. Then in case of oxidation particular alcohol which is a tertiary alcohol do not have a hydrogen atom, thus it does not undergo the oxidation reaction because the carbon-carbon double bond must be broken in that case. So in this case, for this reason tertiary alcohol resists to the oxidation in alkaline solution. So however, on a drastic oxidation with acid oxidizing agent, a tertiary alcohol degraded into the mixture of the ketone carboxylic acid, each containing fewer carbon atom than the original alcohol. Thus the oxidation of the tertiary butyl alcohol with nitric acid to form acetone and formic acid, and the first step of the such oxidation probably involved in dehydration of the alcohol to alkene, which is then oxidized. So there is an example, that is this is of tertiary butyl alcohol on oxidation reaction, it will give isobutene, then after further oxidation it will acetone and formic. That is actually formic acid further again oxidized into the CO2 and H2O, and also ketone can maybe undergo the further oxidation as that of our earlier reactions. Because this reaction is occur due to drastic oxidation, that is tertiary butyl alcohol, in this case that is dehydration of alcohol into the alkene. Then catalytical dehydrogenation. So catalytical dehydrogenation, that is specific catalyst is used, that is the silver and the copper. So alcohol are oxidized by the straightway removal of the hydrogen atom as a H3, that is the dehydrogenation, etc., in the presence of the heated metal catalyst, that is silver and copper. Thus the vain vapor of the three types of the alcohols are passed over the copper at a 300 degree. Then primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol behave differently. So in this case, primary alcohol, it will give acetaldehyde, for example, in the presence of the copper as a catalyst under 300 degrees centigrade. Here is isopropyl alcohol, secondary alcohol converted into acetone. Is tertiary butyl alcohols converted into the 2-methyl propene. In a different way, these are gives different compound. Then catalytical degradation, in that mechanism of this dehydrogenation of primary and secondary alcohol may be visualized as a reverse of the hydrogenation, which we discussed in already that alkene. So a metal M can breaks the CH and OH bond observed in the hydrogen atom and then give up as a molecule hydrogen. So here is we'll get the changes into the particular reaction, that is interaction with hydrogen. They separate the metal and hydrogen complex and it will give ketone. Reaction with acetaldehyde to form the acetal. So alcohol combined with acetylene. So alcohol is combined with acetylene under the catalyst Hg, it will give acetal compound. So mercury is a catalyst is responsible for the conversion of this alcohol into the acetal. Then this is the ethyl alcohol on interact with alkyl group, it will under the catalyst mercury, it will use acetaldehyde diethyl acetal. Then behavior of the base. So behavior as a base is the property due to the specific structural features present in alcohol, that is formation of alkoxonium salt. Because of the oxygen atom of a hydroxylic group has a 2 lone pair of the electron in it, it's possible to alcohol accept a proton from this hydrogen and to form mineral acid, and in other words, alcohol behave as a base. So here is the lone pair of electron, acceptance of proton is takeless and alkoxonium ion is formed. Then for example, behave as a base, that is methyl oxonium chloride interact with HCl, it will give methyl oxonium chloride to formed by the HCl gas through the methyl alcohol. Similarly, ethyl oxonium hydrogen sulfate is obtained if ethyl alcohol is treated with concentrated H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. So most alkoxonium salt exist only in solution and cannot be isolated as pure compound. While discussing the structure of alcohol, we noted that the sp3-sp bond is formed between the carbon and oxygen and is strong, and therefore the alcohol is not ionized as follows. So this process is not from ionization formation of the carbonyl ions. So however, intermediate with the strong acid put a positive charge on oxygen OH group and CO bond is considerably weakened, and this because of positively charge of the oxygen present on that. So here we'll get idea about the lone pair of electron, attraction of the hydrogen, weaken the bond, and formation of the here is breaking of the bond is takeless, formation carbonium ion is stable. So attract the pair of the electron shared with the carbonyl carbon much more strongly towards the oxygen than before. That the CO bond is alcohol can be ruptured under the favorable conditions in the presence of the strong acid among the among the primary alcohol, which gives the most stable carbonium ion, and in the presence of nucleophile, which is attracted by the developing the positive charge on the carbon atom. Then reaction involving rupture of the CO bond. So the further reactions are there. For the reason stated above, the alcohol gives two types of reaction, that is nucleophilic substitution reaction where OH is replaced by the halogen, and elimination reaction whereby alcohol is converted to the alkene by kicking out the water molecule. Then for here is the next, that is formation of alkyl halide, that is reaction with hydrogen halide. Alcohol can be converted into the aldehyde with the by the reaction with the hydrogen halide. So already we know about this reaction, that is ethyl alcohol HBr in the presence of hydrogen bromide, it will ethyl bromide and water molecule. This tertiary butyl alcohol in the presence of HCl, it will use tertiary butyl chloride and water. Then tertiary alcohol in general reacts rapidly with halogen acid, and the secondary alcohol are slower and the primary alcohol are slower still. So order of the reactivity of the alcohol is then same the order of the stability of corresponding carbonium. So carbonium ion is formed in primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol are having different stability, according to that they are reacted with each other. So the order of the reactivity of hydrogen halide is that is for more in iodide, then bromide and chloride, that is hydrogen iodide, hydrogen bromide and hydrogen chloride. In this case the solution of zinc chloride in concentrated hydrochloric acid, that is Lucas reagent, is widely used. In fact, the difference between the lower primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So tertiary alcohol react at once to give a oily layer of the alkyl chloride at a room temperature. Secondary do so several minutes, whereas the primary alcohol forms a chloride only on heating. So these are the different criteria formation of this particular compound. Then mechanism behind this nucleophilic substitution of OH by halogen in a primary alcohol, in this primary alcohol, so follows the SN2 mechanism, while in a secondary and tertiary alcohol it possesses SN1 mechanism. So SN1 mechanism for the tertiary and secondary alcohol, already we know about this, possesses by the following three steps, that is alcohol is protonated by the acid. So tertiary butyl alcohol HCl faster the reaction, and it will give the intermediate compound on CO bond is now much weaker and rupture to form a carbonium ion. So you will get a carbonium ion. This phase is slow, so it is stable carbonium is formed. This carbonium ion combined with the halide to form the tertiary butyl chloride. So slow step second and rate determining, and since involved in a change in one molecule only in the CH3 tri-CO2 twice, and entire reaction is called as a unimolecular SN1 reaction. Then SN2 mechanism, here the primary alcohol takes place by the two step, that is alcohol is protonated by the acid, protonation is takes place, and nucleophile bromine is attack on carbon holding the oxygen. Then this second step is slow state determining because of two particles of this particular bromine and this compound participate in this step, and overall this process is a bimolecular reaction, SN2 reaction. So reaction with the phosphorus halide, alcohol can convert it to the alkyl halide by reacting them with the phosphorus acid and iodide in platinum form in C2. In C2, that is methyl alcohol reaction condition, the iodide and phosphorus, it will use methyl iodide. Then alkyl bromide and alkyl chloride are obtained to form alcohol with, they are react with the particular potassium bromide, potassium chloride and potassium trichloride and potassium pentachloride. So this is the 2-butanol phosphorus tribromide, and here is the 2-bromobutane is formed, and here is ethyl alcohol, that's phosphorus pentachloride, it will give ethyl alcohol. So mechanism is that esters of this type of this reaction are first formed, the subsequently react with halide. So intermediate is formed with reaction with the halide, and we will get a ethyl chloride in last step.